Thank you.
That's right. My Axel loves it. All right, Axels. Danny, Big Dog Study.
like spring again. Allergies, they're back, baby.
No, I was just going to say you sound better.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
Oh. They're gone, baby. No, they're here. Dani, you were outside yesterday down by the water. How was it?
Outside. I got a sunburn.
Really?
The person who tells you all day the UV's going to be at 4, wear your sunscreen.
Right?
Yeah, I was sitting down by the water looking at the Statue of Liberty, and I have this weird red sunspot.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but it was a great day, worth it. It was so beautiful yesterday. Felt good with the 50s. Our high in the city was 59. Felt good with the sunshine. Today's even milder, but we will get more clouds in the mix. 45 degrees right now and cloudy, but a forecast high of 64 today in New York City. Across the tri-state, we're generally in the low to mid 40s, a little colder in Liberty, but definitely more comfortable than it.
Ahead of his debut.
I love the dancing.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, but first, here's Dani with
So
Big
great.
Dog Sunday and Groovy.
Groovy knows a thing or two about dancing, does she not? This is Groovy. Carol sent me this picture of her Groovy girl, and I thought she was so cute already for St. Patty's Day last week. Molly and Maggie also so ready. Their names so cute, very Irish-inspired, I believe, and I thought they were sweet pups. We also have Diesel in his Sunday best, ready for that St. Patrick's Day parade in Pearl River as well, I think. Eileen, thank you for sharing the shot with us. That parade begins at 1:30, and I do expect a mostly cloudy sky, but mild temperatures. A sprinkle or two possible through the daylight hours, but the real rain arrives once the sun sets tonight. I think we're mostly dry through 7 p.m., but after that, rain and a thunderstorm threat, and that lingers overnight into first thing Monday morning. Could make things a little slow on your Monday morning commute, so we'll talk timing and totals in the AccuWeather.
Maybe on separate nights.
Joelle Gargiulo, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
That looks great, doesn't it?
Good.
You know, sell more tickets. Bring them both and go 2 nights in a row. Why not? That's a great idea. That's
Even
so
just
funny.
the promo for this show has been hilarious between Rose
Yes.
Byrne, who's hysterical, Kelly O'Hara, great.
She did Broadway backstage with me,
Oh,
you know, from
she
Gilded
did?
Age. Yeah, she's amazing.
Oh, that's amazing.
She's awesome.
So I'm dying to see that show.
So good.
I love this trend of non-traditional actors and actresses going into Broadway just to stir up some excitement around Broadway. I know Megan Thee
Right.
Stallions and Moulin Rouge coming
Yeah.
up. That should be fun.
Whitney
so it's nice to
Levitt
see.
is setting records for Chicago right
Right.
now. I mean, ticket sale records. So it's really cool.
Field trip. We should go
my
and actually
God.
do a field trip this time. That'd be fun.
Okay.
Trouble. I like it.
I like it. Let's
Yeah.
get you outside on this Sunday so you can plan your own field trip for your Sunday. Mostly cloudy and mild today. The sun is coming up, and we're not seeing a lot of it, but our numbers today are going to be comfortable enough that even without the sun, you'll want to spend a little time outside. 45 right now with a light breeze, so it is quite cool, but our high should take us to the low to mid 60s today, 5 or so degrees warmer than even yesterday where we hit 59. So we're well above the seasonal average of 52. Sunsets this evening at 7:10. The official sunrise time 6:56, so in 5 minutes from now. Temperatures across the tri-state are similar to where we started yesterday, with the exception of New York City. We started in the 50s yesterday morning, now a little bit cooler in the mid 40s, but most of our suburbs are in a similar spot. So we're still chilly. Yes, you'll still need that jacket as you head out the door, but I think this afternoon, just a sweater or light jacket, you'll be just fine because our temperatures are warm enough that you don't need too many layers. But there is quite a range in temperature, so not everyone getting into the 60s today. Check out the east end of Long Island. Suffolk County in general seeing upper 40s, low 50s. So you're not quite tapping into that mild air that we're seeing, especially in places like interior New Jersey. Fairfield County could also stay a little bit cooler with a high of 50 in Bridgeport. Lower Hudson Valley, upper 50s, interior New Jersey, mid to upper 60s. Some spots could even approach the 70-degree mark today as you head south and west. So mild for many of us, but the eastern spots could stay a touch cooler with that mostly cloudy sky. I'm watching the radar because we did have a few of those spot showers swing through early this morning, but right on cue. They're moving off Long Island. The rest of us just seeing the cloud cover. We're watching this warm front lift and then waiting for this cold front. And that's kind of the general setup that we'll see over the course of the day today into tonight. And as that front moves through, it does bring the threat for some thunderstorm activity. The darker green shading you see there for a lot of New Jersey, that's just a level 1 risk for severe weather. And what that means is that an isolated storm or two could be strong enough to turn severe. We don't expect that to be a widespread threat, but it is just a little reminder that some of these storms could produce some rumbles of thunder, some heavy rain, and a little bit of hail as they move through tonight. But most of that holds off until after the sunset. So the majority of the daylight hours are just mostly cloudy and mild. You see our highs close to 60 in the city west and a little cooler east of that. But we should stay dry with the exception of a sprinkle or two through sunset at 7 p.m. Shortly thereafter, we'll watch this line approach our northernmost neighborhoods, arriving to New York City as we approach midnight, and we continue likely to see these showers with a few embedded thunderstorms through daybreak tomorrow. So this is 6 a.m. and we're still seeing the rain. It doesn't clear the area until we head toward 8, 9, 10 a.m. And that means the Monday morning commute could definitely be impacted, not just with the rain actively falling, but given how many hours we've seen the rain through the overnight hours, means ponding on the roadway certainly possible, and it could slow down that morning commute. But we'll clear this out by mid-morning tomorrow, and from there it's all about the blustery wind and the cooler air filtering in. It'll help to clear the cloud cover shortly before the sun sets tomorrow, but it will feel noticeably different with that breeze and the much cooler conditions. In general, a half of an inch up to about an inch for the green swath you see there, but our northernmost neighborhoods and our southernmost areas generally under a half of an inch of rain expected. And then tomorrow our attention will turn to that breezy wind and the cooler conditions. You see our gust speeds hovering right around 30 miles per hour for a lot of the day tomorrow. Here's a look at today. Starting cool in the 40s. We're in the 50s by midday. Highs capping it in the low to mid 60s, well above the seasonal average by about 10 degrees. And although we can't rule out a stray sprinkle today, most of the rain holds off until after the sun sets, which means mostly cloudy and mild with a light breeze. Then tonight we get the rain and the thunderstorm threat moving through, some ponding on the roadways, a few rumbles of thunder possible. That takes us into daybreak tomorrow, where it is a wet start to our Monday. After that, it turns blustery and cooler as the clouds break for the second half of the day. But it's about...
Switching gears, let's go over to Dani with Big Dog Sunday.
Woo, woo, woo. Sorry, I've always wanted to do that. And this morning was my time.
Well done.
We have the Pearl River St. Patrick's Day Parade today. It's at 1:30. It's a very big deal, and Sadie and Max are ready. Janine sent this photo, thought it was very sweet. Both of the pups were dressed up for St. Patrick's Day, and so is Lacey. Bows in her hair, bow on the collar. Very cute, Jen. Thank you for sharing. And finally, we have Star, who is, that's a very appropriate name because this dog was born to be a star. Gail, thank you for putting your puppy through this shamrock situation because I thought it was quite cute. Star, thank you very much. Happy Sunday morning. We're waking up to a mostly cloudy and mild start to the day. Not too much sunshine, but it doesn't keep temperatures from warming. Highs are climbing close to 60 degrees today, so about 10 above the seasonal average. And daylight hours are dry for the most part. Can't eliminate the possibility of a stray sprinkle here or there. But once the sun sets tonight, shortly after 7 o'clock, that's when our rain chances ramp up. And by 8, looks like showers with a few embedded thunderstorms. And that takes us overnight into tomorrow morning. We'll wake up to a damp start to Monday. Could impact the morning commute before conditions turn cooler and blustery. I'll have the full AccuWeather forecast for you after the break.
World Tour. They're going to perform at MetLife in August. The tickets, I'm assuming, will be very expensive.
Yeah.
BTS had been on hiatus since 2022 as the members completed their mandatory military service in South Korea. How exciting!
Right? That's pretty cool.
Any old boy bands you want to see come back?
NSYNC.
Yeah, that's what you want.
I was a JC Chazé stan.
Do you remember when JC went on like his solo venture?
I do.
We all thought he was going to be the one.
And then psych.
No.
Justin.
Not.
Yep.
What about you? What's your boy band?
I'm going to go, I would like a little Boys to Men album.
Really?
I think that would be fun.
That'd be good.
They're from Philadelphia.
Okay.
I'm from Philadelphia. I think it'd be fun.
Go. What about you?
Yeah. Hometown Philly back again. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm going to go with that one.
Ah, dang it. I was hoping
Yeah, I'm not a big boy band. I missed that wasn't my
Really?
time.
There's still time.
So
Maybe.
I'm sitting here like you guys are having a major
Not even
conversation.
New Kids on the Block?
Not really. I don't think that was my time.
Join the BTS army.
That's what I
They're
need to do.
huge, and now you can have your band time.
What did you say? Hall and Oates? That's a good one.
Jen said,
But that's only
you
two guys. It's not like a whole.
What makes it a boy? It's got to be more
Doesn't
than
have to be
two.
more
Those are
than
boys
two?
in a band.
Anyway.
Should I do the weather now?
Hall and Oates, also from Philadelphia.
Oh, I love it when we're going this direction and then we end up over here. And then our poor producers are trying to get us like, let's do weather. 45 degrees, cloudy, back streets, back. All right. Why did no one say Backstreet Boys?
That was
It's a
giant.
classic. Cloudy skies, but fairly mild conditions today. 64 is the forecast high in the city. So we'll come up about 5 from yesterday, which was quite warm. 59 was the high yesterday. But we did see a lot more sunshine for our Saturday. So although today is technically milder, it's cloudier. So that's kind of the trade-off there. Sunrise was officially at 6:56. It's up now. Sunsets at 7:10. And after the sun sun sets is when we'll see that real rain chance ramp up. Until then, we're mainly dry, just a couple sprinkles here and there. 42 for Islip, 45 in Morristown this morning, 41 for Newburgh. Not a bad start to our Sunday, but here's where we're heading. If you're New York City west, we're getting a mild day today. Check out New Jersey, mid-upper 60s, some spots approaching 70. If you are east of New York City, so on Long Island in Fairfield County, that's where conditions are capped a little bit cooler. You're not quite tapping into that warm temp just yet, so keep the layers on today, but 64 in the park should feel great. 65 in Sussex, upper 50s even for the lower Hudson Valley. Here's a look at the satellite and radar. I was watching those sprinkles over Long Island. Debbie sent me a tweet and said, yes, it was in fact reaching the ground. So we did have a couple raindrops for Suffolk County. Those are moving on. And from here, we're mainly dry, but the cloud cover is in place. At times today, it could read as more partly cloudy than mostly, but I do think we have more cloud cover than sunshine for sure. We're waiting on this cold front here, and by the time it gets to us, it brings us that rain chance and the thunderstorm threat. Now, west of New York City, again, mainly for New Jersey, there is a level 1 risk for severe weather today. That is going to be a marginal risk. It just means a few isolated strong to severe thunderstorms possible. It's nothing widespread, it's nothing consistent, but it is a sign that just as these thunderstorms fire up within this area of rain, we could get a few rumbles of thunder, some heavy downpours, maybe even some hail, so some stronger storms going to be possible. Let's time it out. Most of the daylight hours totally dry, just a couple sprinkles here or there, mainly north of the city under a mostly cloudy sky. Our highs should climb close to 60 degrees. Maybe there are moments the clouds break a little bit, but most of us get that cloud cover all day long. Then once the sun sets tonight, we'll start watching the radar, and north and west it looks like the showers start to move in between 7 and 8. It looks like the rain will arrive to the city as we head into late tonight, and then we continue to see these showers with the embedded thunderstorm activity overnight into first thing tomorrow morning. It does look like the rain is still here as you head out for that early morning commute. We can't clear this completely until 9 or 10, and that does mean the morning commute will be impacted. Maybe give yourself a little extra time to get where you're going. Even if it's not actively raining, we will have seen hours of rain, so ponding on roadways totally possible. And then by midday tomorrow, we're dry. The blustery wind picks up, the colder air filters in, and the clouds will begin to break. Generally, half of an inch up to an inch of rain for a lot of the area, and then tomorrow the breeze is going to be noticeable, so we will notice that wind ramp up as our temps drop off. Today is mild, mostly cloudy. You see the shower chances work in after 7 or 8. Until then, just a sprinkler or two. It's a breezy one out there as well, but we will notice the wind picking up just a touch tomorrow. So low to mid 60s today, cloudy and breezy. Spot shower can't be ruled out early, but most of this rain holds off until after sunset. From there, we'll get showers with a few thunderstorms overnight into tomorrow morning, and tomorrow we'll start on the wet side with the morning rain. By mid-morning, we're drying out. From there, blustery wind and cooler conditions. The clouds will break late tomorrow, but our highs are about 15 degrees colder. We stay cool but brighter on Tuesday, then we build back in.